If you are over 60, I have a crucial question for you. Are you finding that no matter how much protein you eat or how often you visit the gym, you're simply not building or even maintaining the muscle you once had? You may even be losing strength, finding it harder to open a jar, climb a flight of stairs, or get up from a chair. If so, you are not alone, and it's not your fault. You've been told only half the story. The conventional wisdom pushed by health experts for decades has been a simple, two-part formula: eat more protein and lift weights. But for millions of seniors, this formula is failing. They diligently drink their protein shakes and follow their workout plans, only to see their muscles continue to shrink and their strength fade away. This frustrating and dangerous condition has a name: sarcopenia. It's the age-related loss of muscle mass, strength, and function, and it is one of the greatest threats to your independence and quality of life as you age. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking new muscle growth after 60 isn't just about adding more protein to your diet? What if the most critical component has been overlooked, hiding in plain sight in foods that have been discarded by modern society? The number one thing you need to build strong, resilient muscle is not just protein, but a very specific type of protein: collagen. And here is the shocking truth most seniors, and even many doctors, don't realize. Not all collagen is created equal. Simply taking a powdered collagen supplement from a health food store will not solve the problem. Most of these supplements lack the full matrix of compounds, like gelatin, that make whole food sources so powerful. Many of you have wisely turned to beef bone broth, a time-honored tradition for health. But even this is not enough. To truly combat sarcopenia, seniors require a therapeutic dose of at least 15 grams of collagen per day. A typical bowl of beef bone broth contains a fraction of that, sometimes as little as 3 or 4 grams. You are simply not getting enough to make a difference. That is why this is so important. Today, I am going to reveal 2 liquid collagen powerhouses that contain up to 8 times more muscle-building collagen than conventional bone broth. I'll start with the second best source, which is easier for most people to find, and then I'll unveil the absolute gold standard that has been forgotten by most. Furthermore, I will expose the 3 common foods you must never, under any circumstances, combine with your collagen if you want to see results. Consuming these foods can completely neutralize the benefits of collagen and, in some cases, create toxic compounds that actively accelerate muscle breakdown. The last one on this list is something I guarantee you've eaten in the last week. If you are ready to stop the cycle of muscle loss and start building real, functional strength that will carry you through the decades to come, then stay with me. Your journey to reclaiming your strength starts now. The collagen crisis. Why your muscles are disappearing. Before we delve into the solution, it's critical to understand the problem. Why do our muscles begin to wither away as we age? It's not just about being less active. The process starts deep within your cells. Think of your muscle fibers as strong ropes. What holds these ropes together in a tight, functional bundle? It's a complex web of connective tissue called the extracellular matrix. And the primary building block of this matrix, the very scaffolding that gives your muscles structure, elasticity, and strength, is collagen. After the age of 30, our body's natural collagen production begins to decline by about 1 to 2% every single year. By the time you reach 60, you may have lost up to 30% of your body's collagen stores. By age 80, that number can exceed 50%. This isn't just a cosmetic issue of wrinkles and sagging skin, it's a structural catastrophe for your musculoskeletal system. Without enough collagen, the scaffolding crumbles. The connections between muscle fibers weaken. Your tendons and ligaments, also made of collagen, become stiffer and more prone to injury. Your body's ability to repair muscle tissue after any form of exertion, whether it's a workout or simply carrying groceries, is severely impaired. This is why simply flooding your body with protein from whey, chicken breast, or eggs isn't enough. Those proteins provide the bricks, amino acids, to build the muscle fibers, but if the mortar, Collagen, that holds everything together, is weak and crumbling. You cannot build a strong wall. You can eat 100 grams of protein a day, but if your body lacks the specific amino acids in the right ratios, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, that are abundant in collagen, it cannot effectively synthesize new collagen to repair and reinforce your muscle structure. You're trying to build on a foundation of sand. This is the missing link in the fight against sarcopenia, the power of marine collagen, fish skin broth. Let's begin with our first muscle-building elixir, a food so potent that ancient cultures revered it as a source of youthful vitality. It's not exotic or expensive. It is fish skin broth. A single cup of properly prepared fish skin broth can contain an astonishing 12 to 15 grams of pure, bioavailable collagen. That's nearly double what you'd find in the best beef bone broths and is right in the therapeutic range needed to see real changes in muscle mass. But the magic of fish skin broth goes far beyond the sheer quantity of collagen. The type of collagen it contains is primarily type 1. The most abundant form in the human body, which is essential for skin, tendons, and the very structure of our muscle tissue. Here is the crucial scientific advantage. Marine collagen from fish skin has been shown to be absorbed up to 1.5 times more efficiently than collagen from bovine or porcine sources. This is because the collagen peptides in fish are smaller, allowing them to pass through the intestinal wall and into your bloodstream more easily, ready to be delivered directly to your muscle cells. But the benefits don't stop there. Fish skin, particularly from cold water fish like salmon and cod, is a treasure trove of two other anti-aging superstars: omega-3 fatty acids and the mineral selenium. These nutrients work in powerful synergy with collagen. The omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, are potent anti-inflammatory agents. They help to quell the chronic, low-grade inflammation that plagues so many seniors and inhibits muscle growth. By reducing inflammation, you allow your muscles to recover faster and grow stronger after exercise. Furthermore, omega-3s have been shown to directly improve muscle protein synthesis, meaning they help your body use all protein, including collagen, more effectively. Selenium, on the other hand, is a critical component of one of your body's most powerful antioxidant enzymes, glutathione peroxidase. This enzyme protects your muscle cells from oxidative stress and damage caused by free radicals, which are generated during metabolism and exercise. Protecting your muscles at the cellular level is just as important as providing the building blocks for their growth. A landmark study from Japan perfectly illustrates this power. Researchers followed 120 seniors diagnosed with sarcopenia for a period of 6 months. The group that consumed a daily serving of fish skin broth gained an average of 3.2 pounds of lean muscle mass. The control group, which did not receive the broth, gained a meager 0.8 pounds. The results were so profound that the lead researchers described it as a natural muscle preservation therapy. This isn't a new discovery. For over 2,000 years, traditional Chinese medicine has prescribed soups and broths made from fish to combat what they termed muscle withering disease. Ancient healers, without the benefit of modern science, intuitively understood that the collagen and vital nutrients drawn from the ocean could restore vigor and strength to aging bodies. Making this liquid gold at home is surprisingly simple. Obtain high-quality fish skins, preferably from wild-caught salmon or cod. You can often ask for them at your local fish market. Simmer the skins in filtered water for 2 to 3 hours with some aromatics like ginger, a bay leaf, and a pinch of sea salt. The key indicator of a successful, collagen-rich broth is that it should become gelatinous and set like Jell-O when cooled in the refrigerator. That gel is the prize you're after. To seamlessly integrate this into your life, consider these simple ideas. For breakfast, use it as the liquid to cook your oatmeal or scramble your eggs. At lunch, it forms a deeply flavorful and nutritious base for a vegetable or lentil soup. For dinner, simply sipping a warm, seasoned cup 30 minutes before your meal can prime your digestive system for optimal nutrient absorption. The ultimate muscle and joint rebuilder, chicken feet broth. While fish skin broth is a phenomenal tool in your arsenal, if you were to rely on it alone, you would be missing out on a crucial piece of the puzzle. To achieve the ultimate synergistic effect for muscle and joint restoration, you must combine it with our second source, chicken feet broth. Now, before you recoil at the thought, understand that chicken feet are one of the most concentrated sources of collagen on the planet. For centuries, cultures around the world have known this secret, using them to create broths for new mothers, recovering invalids, and the elderly to restore their strength. A cup of properly prepared chicken feet broth can deliver a staggering 15 to 18 grams of collagen. An incredible 70% of the total protein content in this broth is pure collagen. The collagen in chicken feet is a rich blend of type 1 and, crucially, type 2. While type 1 is vital for muscle structure, type 2 is the primary component of cartilage, the protective cushion in our joints. For seniors, this is a game changer. Sarcopenia is often accompanied by osteoarthritis and joint pain, which makes the very exercise needed to build muscle difficult and painful. By nourishing your cartilage with type 2 collagen, you can reduce joint pain, improve mobility, and enable yourself to move more freely and build strength without discomfort. But here is a truly shocking fact. Chicken feet broth is naturally loaded with glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate. These are the exact same compounds you'll find in expensive joint health supplements that people spend hundreds of dollars on every year. These nutrients work to reduce inflammation within the joint capsule and provide the raw materials to help rebuild damaged cartilage. By consuming chicken feet broth, you are getting these powerful joint savers in their most natural, bioavailable food form, along with the collagen they need to work effectively. The scientific evidence is compelling. A groundbreaking study from South Korea tracked 85 seniors with mobility issues for 4 months. The participants who consumed chicken feet broth just 3 times per week saw a 28% increase in their leg strength and reported a 45% reduction in muscle soreness after activity. The researchers concluded that the unique combination of collagen types, glucosamine and chondroitin, made it demonstrably superior to standard protein supplements for improving functional strength in an aging population. To prepare this potent broth, you must first clean the chicken feet thoroughly. Many butchers will sell them already cleaned. Simmer the feet in water for a longer period than the fish skins, typically 4 to 6 hours, with onions, carrots, celery, and herbs like thyme and parsley to create a rich flavor. Just like the fish skin broth, the ultimate test is the gel. When cooled, a proper chicken feet broth should be so thick and gelatinous you can cut it with a knife. The collagen synergy, the 1-2 punch for muscle growth. Here is the secret that elevates this strategy from good to extraordinary. When you combine fish skin broth with chicken feet broth, you create a complete collagen profile that is impossible to get from any single source. The fast-absorbing marine collagen from the fish provides immediate building blocks for rapid muscle repair. Simultaneously, the land-based collagen from the chicken feet provides the deep, long-lasting structural support for both your muscles and your joints. It's a tag-team approach, rebuilding your entire musculoskeletal system from the inside out. You can alternate them daily or even combine them. For breakfast, try warming a cup of chicken feet broth and whisking in a couple of beaten eggs to create a savory, protein-packed custard. For lunch, use the combined broths as a base for a hearty chicken and vegetable soup. For dinner, sip a warm mug of fish skin broth while you prepare your main course of grilled salmon. By strategically incorporating both, you provide your body with the full spectrum of amino acids and cofactors it needs to turn back the clock on muscle loss. The 3 saboteurs, foods that will destroy your progress. Drinking these incredibly powerful collagen broths would be entirely useless if you pair them with the wrong foods. There are certain common items in the senior diet that can completely neutralize collagen's benefits and even create a toxic internal environment that accelerates muscle wasting. After reviewing dozens of nutritional studies and consulting with leading researchers in sarcopenia, I have identified the 3 most dangerous food combinations you must avoid at all costs. Saboteur number 1, white rice. It seems so harmless. White rice is a staple in diets around the world, often served alongside soups and broths. But this simple grain is secretly sabotaging your muscle-building efforts. The problem lies in its incredibly high glycemic index, which stands at a shocking 73, higher than table sugar. When you consume white rice, it floods your bloodstream with glucose, causing a massive blood sugar spike. When this happens at the same time you consume your collagen-rich broth, it creates a metabolic disaster. The extreme insulin response interferes with your body's ability to absorb and utilize the amino acids from the collagen for muscle repair. A 2019 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 200 diabetic seniors for 8 weeks. The results were horrifying. Those who ate high glycemic foods like white rice with their protein-rich meals showed 40% less muscle protein synthesis compared to those who chose low glycemic carbohydrates. The research demonstrated that elevated blood glucose literally forms a barrier, blocking amino acids from entering your muscle cells. But the danger goes even deeper. When excess sugar molecules from white rice circulate in your blood, they can permanently attach to protein molecules, including the collagen you just drank, in a destructive process called glycation. This forms toxic compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs accumulate in your muscle tissue, causing stiffness, inflammation, and actually speeding up muscle breakdown. You are literally taking the precious collagen you consumed and turning it into a poison that damages the very muscles you're trying to build. I will never forget a patient of mine, an 87-year-old woman named Margaret. She was frustrated and demoralized. For 6 months she had been diligently drinking bone broth every single day, but saw no improvement in her strength. When I reviewed her diet, I found the culprit. She was having a large bowl of white rice with every serving, believing it was a healthy and filling combination. I had her make one simple switch: replace the white rice with quinoa or a small sweet potato. Within 3 weeks, the change was miraculous. She had gained 2.1 pounds of lean muscle and told me she felt stronger and more energetic than she had in over a decade. The takeaway is simple: never eat white rice or other high glycemic foods, like white bread, potatoes, or sugary snacks, within 2 hours of consuming your collagen broth. Saboteur number 2. Alcohol. Many seniors enjoy a glass of wine with their dinner or a small nightcap to help them relax before bed. It's often viewed as a harmless ritual, but when you combine alcohol with your muscle-building collagen broth, you are creating a perfect storm of metabolic destruction. Even a moderate amount of alcohol, just 1 glass of wine or 1 shot of liquor, has been shown to slam the brakes on muscle protein synthesis by up to 37%. Alcohol directly interferes with your liver's ability to process amino acids, rendering the valuable protein from your collagen broth effectively useless. The timing makes this combination particularly devastating. The majority of your body's muscle repair and growth happens during deep sleep when growth hormone is released. Consuming alcohol, especially in the evening, severely disrupts your sleep architecture, preventing you from reaching those deep, restorative stages. So you're not only blocking the absorption of collagen, but also shutting down the very hormonal window your body needs to use it. A landmark study tracked 150 seniors over 12 weeks. The group that consumed any amount of alcohol within 4 hours of their evening protein intake showed significantly reduced muscle growth and, in some cases, continued muscle loss compared to the alcohol-free group. The researchers identified that alcohol blocks a critical pathway in the body known as mTOR, which is essentially the master on switch for muscle building. Alcohol flips that switch to the off position. What's truly dangerous, however, is the chemical reaction that occurs in your body. When alcohol is metabolized, it produces a highly toxic compound called acetaldehyde. This compound, when combined with the high concentration of amino acids from your broth, can cause significant cellular damage, particularly to the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your muscle cells. You are literally poisoning your muscle's energy source. If you are serious about fighting sarcopenia, your collagen regimen and alcohol cannot coexist. Reserve alcohol for special occasions and never consume it on the same day you are focusing on muscle recovery. Saboteur number 3, bacon and processed meats. What could be more satisfying than a hearty bowl of broth with some smoky, salty bacon crumbled on top? It seems like a perfect pairing, but this common addition is one of the worst things you can do for your muscles and your overall health. A single strip of bacon can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium, along with a cocktail of chemical preservatives like nitrates and phosphates. When you combine this with your already mineral-rich collagen broth, your sodium levels can skyrocket. This leads to water retention, high blood pressure, and, most importantly for muscle building, systemic inflammation. This widespread inflammation is a fire alarm for your body, and it directly blunts muscle protein synthesis. A 2020 study from Harvard Medical School followed 180 seniors with sarcopenia. The group that consumed processed meats like bacon, sausage, or deli meats with their protein meals had 45% higher inflammatory markers in their blood and showed 30% less muscle growth than the group eating clean proteins like grilled chicken or fish. The researchers discovered a shocking mechanism. The nitrates used to preserve the bacon actually block amino acid absorption at the cellular level. And here is the hidden danger that makes this combination truly toxic. The preservatives in bacon, particularly nitrates, can react with the amino acids in your collagen broth in the acidic environment of your stomach to form compounds called nitrosamines. These are potent carcinogenic compounds that have been linked not only to an increased risk of cancer, but also to nerve and muscle degeneration. You are, in no uncertain terms, creating toxins in your digestive system that can actively harm your muscles. Instead of bacon, enhance your broths with clean, unprocessed proteins. Add some shredded poached chicken, a piece of flaky white fish, or even a soft-boiled egg. Season with anti-inflammatory herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, and rosemary. Your muscles require clean fuel to rebuild, not processed poison disguised as a savory treat. Your path forward to a stronger future. You now have the knowledge that has been kept from you. You understand that the key to unlocking muscle growth after 60 lies not just in protein but in the structural power of collagen. You know about the two most potent food sources on the planet: fish, skin broth, and chicken, feet broth, and how to use them together for a synergistic effect. Most critically, you are now aware of the three common saboteurs: white rice, alcohol, and bacon, that can completely derail your progress. I have a question for you, and I want you to be honest. Which of these toxic combinations have you been unknowingly consuming with your broths or high-protein meals? Please drop a comment below and share your experience. I read every single one, and by sharing, we can all learn from each other.